How are you doing? So I'm not going to start this conversation by asking you whether you're doing all the right things, whether your hands are clean, whether you're wearing your mask, whether you're obeying social distancing, and whether you've gotten vaccinated, because this particular video is about COVID. I love everybody who was concerned when my voice got raspy and asked me, oh my God, have you been checked? Have you had a COVID test? Yes, I have. Anybody who knows me knows I get tested almost twice a month, and there's a reason for it. I don't have to get into it. I mean, I've been tested so often I alternate nostrils. I'm so tired. But I'm happy with the nostril because I have gag reflex. But sometimes, depending on who's testing me, they do both. Certain things and certain realities, I think, that are very important for all of us that we still don't seem to be getting. Mutai Kagwe said this last year in 2020, and I don't think we heard him. He said, you can get it, I can get it, anybody can get it, first and foremost. And we know we created a meme out of it, we became funny, but I hope we heard him. The other thing he said, and I think Dr. Mwangangi also said this, is that 80 to 90% of Nairobians are positive at any one given time. They're just asymptomatic, which is why you wear your mask. You don't just wear your mask because you don't know whether the person opposite to you has it, but you don't know that you have it. So you wear your mask to protect yourself, but you also wear your mask to protect others because you don't know whether you're shedding, okay? The other thing I think we don't talk about enough is changing our masks. I mean, you know me, and people who know me have seen me do this because I carry quite a number. Actually, there's a box in my car. And once in a while, I'll pull my window down. I'm at a security check at a mall or some building, and I will still give that Ochi a new and fresh mask. Because if he sneezes into it, all he does is keep giving it to himself again. He coughs into it. And it's so important we also inculcate the idea of changing our masks. Even when you say, I just have a cold, and you do, nobody is disputing that. But really, how are you helping yourself? So that's important. But I want to remind Nairobians, and I think this is true of Nairobians, and my colleague in the office, Alan, says this. He says, if you're a Nairobian, please don't kid yourself in a year plus, I don't know how many months, that you haven't had COVID. You have. You've had a 3-day headache you couldn't explain. And then you told everybody, when I just stress your kazi, I've been tired, I've been stressed. Yeah. You've had a running stomach that, you were like, nilikula kitu mbaya. You've had a tiredness that you could not explain. And you're like, hey, lakini siku hizi nakwambia mimi nimechoka, nimekaa kwa traffic nachokanga sana. You've had COVID. And once again, it comes back to this. Why you wear your mask, why you sanitize like a lunatic, why you maintain social distance, and why you're not silly about maintaining your immunity levels. You're taking your vitamin C and you're not joking about that. And, we've never had this conversation, but we're also not, being very careful not to drink too much. It does lower our immunity. No, sorry, my hands are dry. I'm on the same thing. I have never changed. Okay. But I think it's so important that we're triply alert now more than ever because COVID fatigue is real. I mean, I have seen people talking about what's this new variant, Nimechoka. My friends, we've only just begun. Imagine. I said this last year and I'll say it again. We're going to have to learn to have a healthy respect and relationship with COVID, a healthy fear, but a gusto that says we got to keep going because we don't have a choice. But part of that is not to be a COVID denier in any form, shape, or manner. For me, and the kids getting a cold really, really brought it home, and then giving it to me really brought it home for me. And sometimes I know there are people who are like, oh my God, are you serious? You really want to do a meeting? You want it virtual? And I'm like, yes. And let me tell you how small my reasons are and how important they are. It's a very small reason when you hear it. I realize I love having my kids around me, okay? And there's certain things, Nduku is 10 and Nduku still loves to be kissed right here. She loves forehead kisses. And then she likes to lean into my chest and then just hang here. Even if she's watching something, that's where she wants to be. Kimeo loves it when I kiss him here. He kind of goes, when he knows I want to kiss him, he does this. And when I kiss him, and if you look at his face, he's like this. He's so happy. Those two small things matter to me so much, that I would rather avoid you than give them something. I mean, given the sort of contact I do with them, this snuggling and kissing. And the reason I love kissing their foreheads, it's a quick way for me to figure out temperature. Mothers know this. You can do the hand on the forehead, but your mouth is kind of sensitive and you're like, okay, you're kind of warm today. Are you okay? That's the first question I ask. But my lips, no. I mean, mothers, I got an inbuilt thermometer right here. But because of that, because of just that, and that's how they gave me this, because I'm the primary caregiver. I'm the person who wakes up, checks on fevers, kisses you, tells you you'll be fine. I love you, I love you, I love you. Of course, they're going to give me their goddamn germs. And the truth is, other than this, nothing else really. It's just that because they sound like this, everybody's like, get away. And I'm like, it's all right. I'll work from home. I don't have to fight with people over something like this. But for me, and I guess for you, you need to find your reason why you stay safe, why not every gathering is necessary, why you sanitize your hands, why you keep your mask on, why for you, COVID is real. And for me, I realize it's as little and yet as big as the fact that my kids love cuddling and I love cuddling with them. But the fact that my son loves to be nuzzled and my daughter loves her forehead kisses and hanging right here, and she's 10. I know she's going. So long as she wants to do it, I'm gonna do it. And that's it really. That's it. This is not crazy. But if you're a Nairobian, you've had COVID. So look after yourself. Oh, do not kid yourself in a year and months. You haven't. And by the way, on just that point, if you believe, just as you listen to me, you're like, I think I've had it. Comment below. Let people know. Ikitu haichezi na sisi. So we should not play with it. Yeah. Look after yourself.